Happy Friday, traders. Welcome to the stream, the Bitcoin. It's not a breakout stream, right? Why is it not a breakout stream, really? Clickbait, because we broke out like a few days ago. And then for the past, I don't know, day and a half or so, market participants formally confirmed the breakout point as support. 73,835.57. Remember, what was that? The magenta line, the former all-time high from March 2024, broken, back tested once and twice. So they even confirmed the breakout back test before propagating to what seems like, unfortunately, a supply line of this mega channel we've been confined in since the selling climax on February 5th. Here we are, April 17th. There's always something, man. Gosh dang it. Though outside of this little channel supply line, there's not really much here till $84,000. So if we could just somehow maybe break this at some point, there's a lot of upside. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with maybe a pullback. You know, 3+% day. They could pull us back, man, to any level. They could take it back to, 76.1. Never did that. Back test the March 16th and April 14th peaks. Maybe test it as support before running higher to go test the supply line again. But that might be it for the day. I mean, that was typically we aren't getting 10% up days, 7% up days on Bitcoin. It's very, very rare. I mean, there's a lot of people involved with this asset, so you should be happy with the 2.64% update. All right, take it how you can, man. Still a good 39, 38% off the all-time highs. Well, the S&P 500 hitting a fresh all-time high today. Russell 2000 all-time high. But they are starting to see a pullback because
it's time for Power Hour.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Can devs do something? Every day I'm checking price and it's rising. Check price, good price. I have underinvested by a lot.
sellers be like, they can't handle it, man. All right. Your index fund futures all currently on screen. S&P top left, Dow Jones top right, NASDAQ bottom left, Russell 2000 bottom right, and all pulling back right now after a crescendo candle. Just about every candle's been some sort of crescendo lately. It's insane. Absolutely insane. As we are going for, I believe, the first 13-day win streak of the millennia. But since we started with Bitcoin, might as well just knock out Ethereum real quick. Where you got this 60-minute little channel here, cute channel. There, you know, when you plot these channels, especially in lower time scales, they're cool. You know, there's a lot of novelty with them. It's a nice little piece of artwork, right? It's not something you're maybe taking action on. It's cool to know where we're at, gauging how the bots are playing these things, and you know, a little channel held within a bigger channel. And the good news, I guess, on this one is they have not seen the supply line, which is 25.22. So there's a little more upside on Ethereum, especially if they keep this thing above 24.07, 24.11. That's a big deal, man. That's huge. That was the target area we were talking about when they were holding above 21.61. They broke that. So it's like, okay, calm down. Let's see if here, I'll make this only visible on the 60-minute. Yeah, I mean, that's like, see, it's kind of like Bitcoin. They got their own respective channels, and sadly, they're not threatening the previous major highs at all. And that's kind of how you know what situation we're in. Like, we know, like, okay, if you were on Scott Carney's stream a couple days ago when I was live with him, we had this discussion where it's like, okay, yeah, maybe we are going to the 50s on Bitcoin eventually, but probably we'll see the high 70s and 80s. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get to like 91 for a major back test we never saw. And then after that, that's when we continue that more intermediate downtrend. since, you know, it began in October. And so it's like, you know, there are just steps in the process where, yeah, you're in a downtrend, but 886s, I mean, major 886s on Ethereum and Bitcoin. I'm talking about that ad nauseum, right? From the previous major swing lows of last year to the highest highs, 886, where you go to the weekly. Remember the M shape? Like, yeah, dude, you just can't be surprised. Like, you don't have to, like, be long on this or care about Ethereum or anything, but you do have to respect the fact that, yeah, what we know about M shapes, what we know about 886 levels, and the 886 is when they're confluent with major horizontal line support resistance from history where major reversals have occurred before. That's just not stuff you F with. You're trying to short sell. So it's like, okay, you don't want to long Ethereum. You hate Ethereum. Vitalik doesn't bench press enough. Fine. Don't short it, though. Shorting's the dumbest thing ever at levels like this, no matter what. So because if you're playing the numbers game, right? Always playing the numbers game. You're not just doing one trade. Maybe this time it dumps, but like this is just an area where you are susceptible to seeing reactions, reversals for common retraces. Common retrace on Ethereum on the weekly would be between the 382 and the 618. We've already talked about this. That's your big hardcore weekly target, 2889 to 3000. And you just look, why? You know, this thing, like, you don't have to take my word for anything I tell you, okay? Like, why is the level 2900, chat? I can explain it to you because it's like, look what happened historically. Anytime I'm like, this is probably the next hardcore level, hard level on the weekly. Look at this. The price action only ever did certain things between one level and another. And that is how we get those targets. That's how you, like, when you're constructing a trading plan, that's one way you can make, you can get profit-taking levels, price objectives, is by looking at historical reversal points. That's what we call inflection points, okay? Congestion areas where there are a bunch of things going on, limit orders, short sells, whatever, buyers taking profit, whatever, a ton of stuff going on there, liquidity zone. And that's probably where Ethereum could find itself maybe in the next 6 weeks, maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months. I don't know how long it'll take. Maybe, you know, not as long as we think. But what I'm saying is, like, I'm not being like, dude, bull market, Ethereum, 10K, I'm Kathy Wood, I'm Tom Lee, give me some clicks, bro. I'm being like, maybe they do that, and then maybe after that is when we get something like this. Okay? That would be insane too, though, because if they did something like that, then we'd probably get weekly bullish divergence, and then they could do something like this, and then all of a sudden you get like a type 2 return at a key level after a slightly lower low double bottom, and then the second low starts showing forms of accumulation. That would be biblical. That would be like this. So it's just like you're setting up the beginning stage of a major reversal. Like it could be, oh, it's October and all this is happening. And then what happened? We go into Q4 and then we get the huge pump later, you know? What the heck? Oh my God. You kidding me?
Mitch, you're my best confluence. Caught another big fishy today.
Bro.
No sleep. Any notable non-crypto entry off the top of your head? To park some gains in there. I know mostly everything got away, but hey, is what it is. Cheers, man.
Dude, can we please
dollar
get...
bills face emoji. Dollar bills face emoji. Dollar bills face emoji. Starstruck emoji. Starstruck emoji. Starstruck emoji.
Good. 32.33 repeating, of course.
Thanks so much, dude. Holy crap. Well, remember, there were like a couple. Remember, like SWKS and like Bed Bath & Beyond. If you're talking about like M shapes concluding their development at key levels that were really cool, they were. But yeah, you're right. Like, I mean, what can you do when the macro just starts like puking green candles and like extremely positive macro sentiment all of a sudden, like SWKS? I mean, this is one like I think this was brought up. I mean, like we've been bringing this one up, but it's like, what about maybe this one? And it's like, dang, dude, like 886 where? At the level, dude, right? The M shape concluding its development at key level, and then like locally a slightly lower low around the 886. Look at this positive momentum beginning to build for the first time since October. That's just like Ethereum and Bitcoin, I believe. on their histograms. And the daily though, like, dude, it's just, it was there. It's like, it may not really, it may fail, but you know, you're probably in really low risk territory to take along. Like the probability is probably higher than 50% that it might go up next, right? So, man, that one was a good one. You know, it's got like and it broke the supply line here. You know, this little channel. They broke out. Look what they're doing today on it. It's kind of psycho. So great contribution in asking me to get my brain going, because like they broke a supply line yesterday. Today, what they're doing is they're back testing that, not just the supply line as a demand line, but also the support from 2016, man. So I wonder, what will this manifest into? There's really good upside potential if it's real. History shows us that, right? It's not my opinion. Don't trust me. Well, what happened? One test, a second test. Look what happened after that level was tested. They took this thing to 113. They took it almost down here again. I mean, they took it to almost 60 bucks, but then it ran straight up to 113 plus again, way higher, you know, but just look at that. And then like BBBY, you gotta be kidding me, man. Like this one, we've been like, I remember someone requested this when it was hitting a 786. Someone paid me money on stream and was like, hey man, is it time to take action on Bed Bath & Beyond? I'm like, dude, it's not there yet. This happened. And then look, it rolled over, and where did it hit? I was like, why you would want to wait is because if this M shape completes, it would be completing at the most incredible level ever. Look left. Look back from 2012 and look back from 2002. Like, so there were ones, but dang, I can't help that it's up 11% today. I mean, this has been talked about over and over and over again, and very recently. Like, I think I posted this like again just to remind people in the Citadel, like yesterday, 2 days ago. So yeah, there have been, but like stuff like that happens, you know, and it just starts running away. And then there are many other ones too out there. Like like it's really hard to keep up with everything because I'm streaming, and then like there's a lot of requests, and then like days go by and more requests, and the day that one looks good, and then I'm just going, and then it's your job to like, okay, I take what he said on this one, you know. So yeah, Echo Leave, I don't know, man. 11% day, that's kind of tough, you know. It's tough. It's like, how do you trust a freaking retail Bed Bath & Beyond? You just gotta trust the strategy, man. And I don't think on a reaction, I think they could, like, what happens if it goes down 6%, you know, on Monday? Then it's up 3% the next day after that, and then it continues to rally. You're just dealing with a reaction situation here. So if it's a real reaction on Bed Bath & Beyond, you see, you haven't even hit a 236 yet, which is 629. It'd be insane for this thing to conclude this little beginning of reaction and not see at least 629 eventually. And then, like you'd say, if you want a true reaction, Scott Carney definition reaction as a type 1 reaction where a retrace begins from the highest point of the harmonic to the lowest point and hits at least a 38% retrace, a 752, or maybe not. This situation, maybe it hits the 200 around 715. So that's where you're looking for a type 1 reaction to maybe conclude its move, its wave, before it starts rolling over again. And then we start looking for that type 2 return. You get something like this, and then, you know, the buying pressure stops, and then the sell-off happens, and then we get something like this. And if we're lucky, we get that eventually by August. And that's where maybe, like, you know, because I've seen, like, I remember Under Armour, another retail, but I know it's connected. Nike, dude, Nike's so bad, dude, radioactive, so garbage. But you would hope, like, that's how these things typically go. This is what we look for. This is what we want. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. This is just like would be the most pristine setup you could ask for with the highest probability outcome. I mean, when an asset's showing something like this, and maybe there's divergence involved on the oscillators at these key levels, dude, you have like a 70% chance. That's like pocket aces, right? On the button. And you, not only that, you're the big stack at the table. Okay, so you can bully people. So anyway, so that was all because of plain Sailor. Speaking of Sailor, chat, Microstrategy was up like almost 15%. This is where Scott Carney stream. We were in here talking about it. It's like, hey man, above 131, given enough time, the target's 174. They virtually did that. They took it up there, and they're pulling back now. But maybe it's probably because Bitcoin is pulling back just a little bit too. But huge, man, huge. 23% up on MSTU for those bros. But good to see, man. It's cool that one thing that's pretty cool about it, all right, in the end is they defended, you know, some sort of inflection point from March 2024, not once but twice. They kind of double bottomed it a little bit before running. And now for the first time since November of 2024, MicroStrategy is actually in overbought territory above the 70 threshold. Crazy. It was like, what is that? 18 months? First time? Positive Momo at its highest level since, my God, January. That's not even a big deal, but crazy, man. Michael Saylor's in the chat. Well, if we look at this one, we got to look at BMNR. Okay, we got to look at Tom Lee, I guess, right? We're just kind of going with it, man. I know I got to look at more of this. These, I mean, it's up 2.2%. Is bad. It's very bad, dude. Like I don't know what to tell you, man. Like if you like Ethereum, buy Ethereum. Don't buy BMNR. I mean, maybe like I might eat crow saying that. I don't really care if I eat crow. I'm not gonna eat crow. The crow will be presented to me if it pumps to 50 or something fast and it outperforms Ethereum. But I just don't care. The risk profile is so high on it, and there's nothing technically about it that's great. I mean, what is it holding? Like the support zone is 405 to 756. It's just not there. You care about M shapes. It's probably an 886 down at like 756. So I just, whatever, man. It's the poor man's MicroStrategy for the poor man's Bitcoin, but at least MicroStrategy was like kind of correlating to a level. You saw it. This doesn't really have much. Anyway, good for them though. I hope they all kill it, dude. Okay. Hey man, like they're like pro crypto space people. They believe, man. Well, we don't. I mean, there's not many of those. So hey, they're dogmatic. Don't let anyone fool you. Anyone that starts a treasury company is dogmatic. Okay, they have taken religion to finance, and their god is the underlying asset that they are purchasing in their treasury. So Tom Lee's, all the others, David Bailey's, Vivek Ramaswamy's, they are dogmatic. Bitcoin is their god. Hello, chat. Hello. Anyway, so what was it doing? I blacked out, dude. Man, we were going. Plain Sailor, you got me off on this trail, and I'm like, now I'm like, look, I stopped running, and now I'm like looking around. I'm like, where am I? Kind of just like out there. So let's just look at the let's just look at the futures on the big screen. The S&P 500 futures on the big screen. Freaking godlike, man. Okay. All we can do is Fibonacci for our 127. We're almost there. 72.13 is your target from here. Before hopefully we get a back test, a pullback to back test the breakout. Market participants are gonna want to back test it. They broke it 2 days ago. They back tested it yesterday, but typically that's fine for like the initial move, but eventually like they'll run it up to a fib extension and then they'll want to come back and test. That would be amazing. That would be so good. It would probably pull the, I mean it's like, hey, your oscillators aren't even that cooked. I mean your RSI is at like 73.8, the highest level we've seen since September. So maybe they could cool that down. This could happen. We get,
can you take a look at KDP
to 60 or something? We like kind of reset the RSI a little bit, because like if it goes to 1272, this thing's gonna go higher. What's up with mine? KDP. KDP's in the chat. Yeah, we can. All right. This is actually crazy, man. This is a V shape, the exact same V shape. Well, it's a stronger, more insane V shape. It's more of a COVID V shape. It might be similar to what we saw in August 2024. I mean, that was more similar, where they took it pretty much. They took it to an 886 before, a little pullback. This one is stronger. because there was no pullback at an 886. They just keeping it running. So it's beautiful. I mean, it really is. And NASDAQ 100, maybe they'll start catching this one up. Maybe when NVIDIA really starts, maybe it gets near to all-time highs or breaks into price discovery, that's when the NASDAQ might start catching up. But it's a little behind right now. But that's okay. Wait, it's all-time highs. You know, NASDAQ. Russ do that. The only thing that's not at all-time highs is Dow Jones. Okay. This is absolutely incredible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 in a row. 10 green candles in a row. 13 of 14 green candles. It is a sight to behold. What's our Fibonacci here? High to low. See, 27.2 would be your fib extension target. No edge. That's the way it goes, man. You're in the casino. The financial markets are a casino, no matter what. Sometimes the casino, people hitting jackpot. The index funds hit the jackpot. So it's great to see. All right, Russell 2000. Or sorry, the Dow Jones.
Congratulations, Dan and Izzy, on the engagement.
What? Dan and Izzy? Are you kidding me? Dan and Izzy, oh my god!
Hype in the chat!
Okay, we got engagements. That's how melty this market is. People have become so euphoric that they're just getting down on one knee. That's it. Congratulations. A man is... What is it? A man is never complete until he's married, and then he is finished. So Dan, get wrecked, dude. But hopefully in a positive way. How you get wrecked is ultimately going to be up to you and Izzy. Fantastic. SoFlo Mix calling for a red Monday. Yikes, dude. Wife changing money. I guess Izzy was the wife. The upgrade for him, right? Because he changed wives. Kidding. But all kinds of memes, man. The memes are everywhere. So Dow Jones just, I mean, right? It's getting there. It's great. 1.64% is amazing. Maybe they'll get to all-time highs by next week. At this pace, they would. So I guess your target now, and there is this high from 49,690 from January that they're kind of testing right now. If they break that, it's going to be an easy test of all-time highs. So just awesome to see. Not quite overbought, but you're very close. The highest RSI reading since October. So that's half a year, man. Okay, and then your small caps, the one that looked pretty good. I mean, you know, throughout all of the dumpage, this one looked like kind of the best. They lost the 200 a couple times, but the other index funds lost it a lot more, and that's what was interesting about it. And it was just so close to the old. It is a stronger consolidation. So you're at all-time highs today. So 3 of the 4 index funds, history today. You gotta love it. All right, hype in the chat. Lots of hypes in the chat. Bitcoin 77.4 right now, meandering after a great move. I mean, come on, 3%. You're not gonna get 7-10% days on Bitcoin, dude. I don't know. I don't think they'll let that happen. Too much institutional involvement now. But you got to be real, man. The volatility on Bitcoin is nothing like it used to be. Like, not even close. Which I guess is kind of good. Because I don't think institutional money want anything to do with it. They wouldn't be... What did JP Morgan... Who was it that just started their... Schwab. Someone just started their own crypto trading platform. I think it was Schwab, maybe. I mean, these are like, this is a maturing market. All right. Oh, anyway, I forgot. So we looked at these index funds real quick. I just wanted you to see. We got to look at Fartcoin because, dude, don't look at it as Fartcoin. Look at it as Bullish Gartley. This is beautiful. What are they doing right now? Well, yesterday, immediate gratification, instant gratification, 9% candle. And then today, what they're doing is they are formally testing the breakout point. So we have a breakout, a hook, the break the hook, 21.4 cents. What is that, man? Old swing lows, man. A candle low close from 2025. It's it's kind of a little zone here. I guess you could plot it as a zone, right? Like kind of like that. Here, I'll just do this. This is for, you're plotting fart zones. Yes, these are the fart zones. You see this, the fart correlation to the pant line, and that's what they're doing. So we have a breakout back test unfolding, and I'm just telling you, what do they say? Weekends are for the boys. Weekends are for the scam coins. In the right market conditions, just experience in this market, it's not foolproof. Most of the time it doesn't happen. But in market conditions like this, Bitcoin hitting multi-month highs, Ethereum, same thing. The stock market, how it is, risk on going berserk. 3 or 4 index funds, all-time highs. That is a conducive environment for scam coins like Fartcoin to pump on the weekend. So pay attention. Have your alerts set up on Fartcoin. Bullish Gartley. It's beautiful. I don't know why. I can't help it. You can't judge me for pulling this chart up and seeing the Gartley, identifying it, and being like, I can't believe this. I can't believe it looks this good. And I cannot believe how much upside potential there is above 21.46 cents, the level that they are currently, for now, successfully backtesting. This is your price action. That means like Fartcoin could be going legit to almost 40 cents, just about 40 cents. But dude, it's 22 cents. Yes, like 95% upside or something. No one believes it now. I know. I know. None of this is like certain, but dude, this is pocket aces on Fartcoin. I can't believe it. Anyway, so this is like, you got pocket twos and you flopped quads almost. You flopped a set. It's not unbeatable, but this is crazy bottoming situation. Okay. And then like stuff like, what about Uniswap, man? Dude, for real. We were here on, I thought 2 streams ago, looking, it's like, I don't know why it's here. I have no idea why, but they did it. And look at it now. In the past 3 days, what it's done. It's actually crazy. So you're up against resistance, though. This was the target area if it was going to play out at least a little bit. I don't know if they'll break that. There's going to be supply here. Swing lows, swing highs. 358's big time. Why? You look left, it's a swing low from 2023, swing low from 2022. I mean, and a swing high actually from 2020. So if they break that, then 386 is on deck. So it's wild, man. These M shapes are freaking nuts. So we can just move. We can go to like, I guess I'll just look at that one request real quick, and then we only have one, so we'll look and then. KD pay for face. Give me something good, man. Keurig Dr. Pepper. What the? Sorry, dude. I only deal with Pepsis. Okay, I'm a Pepsi bro now. So I get what you're asking about it. Not really keen on it. Actually, you'd think, what? Why not? So first off, it wouldn't be like a formal shark pattern. I hate how well established the downtrend is. It's been in a downtrend for years, a multi-year downtrend confirmed and been going on for KDP, and just went up 3 different times, made lower highs, and then on your last high it was a slightly higher high, and they just rejected that 200. That doesn't really give me confidence. I know there's some support here. There is, I get it, like a swing. This is definitely like some sort of inflection zone you got going on here. I agree. So you look at the swing high and the swing low and the swing low, swing low. But it's not the shark, right? There's no higher lows. That's what I don't like now. It's like the same lows. I mean, you could take a chance and have I think your stop would be stupidly tight. I think you'd be like, stop at like 25.90 if you wanted to try this. You could. But that's it. Like all you'd be doing is like, well, we know there's an intermediate downtrend. I know they're trying to defend a key zone twice now, but there's no evidence of accumulation or more than before. I guess you could try to say there's bullish divergence. It's really tough, man. I don't really see a structure that is so predictable, identifiable. So if it did succeed, like you'd just be testing, you'd be going to 31 again. So yeah. Let's see if there's a way to maybe, I don't know, if there's a channel we could plot. It's huge, man. It's a huge channel. Mega sized, super sized, because my Dr. Pepper. Do you have Coke? No, we have Dr. Pepper. Who's drinking Dr. Pepper? I think there are memes online about Dr. Pepper. It's like, who is keeping Dr. Pepper like in business? There's like one guy. So you can take a shot. I mean, someone can take a shot at these levels, but I think you could probably find something better. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with this, and it's a decent request because I see what you're doing. I see you're like, you know, there's like one test, a second test, maybe it's diverging, and it's at a level where someone could try to create a trading plan. I don't know if your trend's good enough for you to get like a real nice bounce. I don't know how hot the bounce would be if they're actually going to hold this here, but you could try. Right, you hear me? I'm not crapping on it. I'm saying you could give it a shot. It should be real tight, probably. All right. Anyway, Pepsi sucks. Not the Rolex, dude. Not the Rolex, dude. Okay, that was it. There's no more requests. So I guess we can just go to the Mag 7s and look at them. Tesla, man, without an edge, just pumping and pumping and pumping, up 3.4%, back to the highest price seen since March 11th. And now starting to test up against some very key inflection zones, inflection points. Okay, there's 3 of them. It's 400, 411, 414.50. You start breaking above 414.50, I'm gonna start feeling real good about Tesla again. Okay, got to make a higher high. We haven't done it yet. Getting closer and closer to it, though. All right, and now you're at an 886. Like if you think about just like swing highs, like okay, but this high to this low, you're at an 88. You hit an 886 of the highs of the day today for a little pullback. So, I mean, you're getting to those. Unfortunately, like Tesla isn't presenting us with a structure that is actionable for the swing trader, and that's okay. It can pump randomly, and it did, without an edge, without a structure, without any rhyme or reason, no divergence. It pumped. Macro conditions improved. Index funds ran to all-time highs. People started rotating from certain gains into this probably. And there you go. Cool thing about Tesla is they're trying to recapture the 200 simple moving average with a candle close today. We got 18 minutes still. That's confirmed and we're getting real close. Right, you're above it as I'm speaking. So if it closed right now or any higher, it would be a candle close back above the 200 for the first time since March 17th. Very nice. That's about 1 month. A 1 month thing here. Okay. Good stuff. Tesla, the best performer of the Mag 7, though it is the smallest market cap, least amount of revenue, and it's not even close. It's a pseudo, I mean, it's Mag 7, but there are other companies that would probably, it would be more appropriate for them to be in the Mag 7 over Tesla, but I think it's more of a diversified front. Like each one has its own thing. This one's like robotics and cars and stuff. So batteries, like Apple, huge day. My God, man, we didn't know, did we? We just knew the M shape was there. But we didn't know it was going to play out. We just couldn't believe it. It was like, really? And Mag 7 showing us a Gartley, 886 Gartley? And now it's going for the highest daily candle close since February 26th. Very nice, man. Type 1 reaction, but I don't know, in a way, someone could say, I mean, I think Scott Carney could maybe say it. The thing about it, what's so psycho about it was this candle right here. 7th, Liberation Day 2.0. They ran it close enough, I think, that high to low, type 1 reaction. It hit a 38% retrace and gave it a valid type 1 reaction, and then look, came back down. So it's almost like out the gate they type 2 returned it by the book. Typically, that's not what you're. That's kind of unconventional. You want it to be way more visible, way more time, but that they did it. So type 2 return, I guess, April 7th, and now look at it running, and you're targeting 276 and then 280, the A and C point of the harmonic, and just maybe they're going to take it to 288. All-time highs coming. I remember long-term uptrend, the highest low in the history of Apple. Chat, highest low in history of Apple. presented to us with a bullish 886 a bat, or I'm sorry, a GAT. You're worried about, well, I have a Sprite too, James. Jubilee Sprite. But yeah, you were, Rivian isn't going up yet. Yeah, because Rivian is something that like you own, but you're not worried about it. You forgot about it. It's in there. It's sitting there. It's up, down. It'll pay. It's like you think it will pay out. You just got to have some conviction on like the accumulation signatures going on, the resilience. During the correction, it held. Like it actually, like you cannot argue with the fact that Rivian really held up strong through that 10% correction we saw in the index funds. It did. I guess we can try to look at that if you remind me. Meta real quick up 1.77%, just still V-shaping, running and hit to the next level. To 691.49, the swing low from 2025, July last year, swing low from October 6th. There it is. They tested it, and that's as high as you've gone today. If you ever broke that, I mean, you'd be targeting for 736. Crazy. What a V-shape, man. What a recovery. Still downtrending though. Still like that, you know, like the test a supply line a little higher. So you got to keep in mind the lowest low, and they might still be putting in the lowest high. If it concludes its rally lower than 745, it's the lowest high actually, which is crazy. All right, Google, insane, just continuing to run, going for the second highest daily candle close ever. But with 14 minutes to go, they might all-time high it. I mean, like all it needs to do is close above 344, and it will be a record candle close on the daily. V-shape. No rhyme or reason. Fake out. Just running, man. Market driver. Nvidia up 1.5%, going for its highest daily candle close since November 3rd. You can't stop this train. V-shape. 1929, baby. Microsoft has hit the resistance, okay? And hope, praying to God over the course of the next couple months, you'd get a pullback. A pullback like for, you know, someone could have bought at the 886, I get it, but if you wanted a stronger argument, you'd want to pull back to 388, 397. You just would. You want to fill some gaps. You want to create an a momentum shifting inverse head and shoulder structure. You want back tests, man. You don't want to be buying into V shapes like that at the highs when they're hitting resistance. So, but cool stuff. Highest price seen today since January 30th. And going for the highest close since also like January 29th or whatever. So Amazon, highest price seen since November 4th, highs of 2026. It's pulled back because they gapped it up. It got too high, too fast. They whoa. Poncho, let's go fill a gap from yesterday. Seems like, but just beautiful. They just turned on a switch and this thing, all these assets just been going straight up for a good 2 weeks now. So that's your Mag 7s. All right, you're talking about Rivian. Rivian not going up? I know, dude. Like, I get it. But it is though. So like you're wrong when you say it's not going up. It's just like they weathered the storm. Like why it wasn't going up was like did you not see what the index funds were doing? And this was just chilling, big chilling in the 14s, 15s, and now look at it. He's now, I think.
Beach ain't doing things.
Oh my God.
Gomi tipped $25. Hey Mitch, can we take a look at NRDY? Cheers, brother.
What's up, Gummy, man? Thanks for 25. The V-Chain doing things. NRDY. Yeah, we can look at it next. So with Rivian, yeah, it was up a lot more and it's pulled back because there was a gap and they're going to probably fill that little gap. And then as long as you're above 1567, you just got to be patient, man. Patience, $25. Patience, maybe even 40. You won't even believe it now. But they're just doing more of the same. There's no problem here, man. Like at all. The highest low put in, defending the 200 simple moving average and 1567. Very important. So 1927 is your next reasonable target from here, eventually. Index funds, NASDAQ were covering off its little low. We were looking at it earlier and it was at the lows. So they've kind of bounced already. Nerdy? Are you nerdy? Wow. Nerdy, here's the thing. Terrible start to this IPO, which was back in 2020. Terrible start, terrible trend. Lowest highs, lowest lows. But the reason why Gummy is requesting this is because he sees an M shape and he sees, hey man, what about maybe a type 2 return? Maybe. But problem is, I think you're too deep on the B point and too deep on, I mean, it's just not, like you want to see a really nice 886 higher low. This is 100% retrace, 99% retrace. So like I'll plot it for you because I do respect what you have identified here. Too deep, see 71%. I knew it on the B point. There's no M shape. It's too deep. And I think if it's 71 here and you're making 100% here, it's not even a formal M shape. But yeah, it's not to say that they can't, like you don't have to have a formal M shape for a bounce. Like they could still like hold this level here and it bounces. But my issue is like it's never really made like a higher high in the history of the chart, like ever, right? It's always like lower highs. So they do have probably a supply line here. Whether we plot it like this, how would we plot it? Maybe like that. Is that how they really had it? And these are fake outs, like 1 and 2, then 3 fake out, then back test 2 times, and then a fake out again. And then they up thrusted, back tested the up thrust for rolling over again. So you're like up against like a big breakout threshold of the supply line, but you haven't done it yet. Very, very close. You're like on breakout watch of the supply line. So what would be cool though, maybe if you were lucky, is you get like another like test here like that. And then finally we could get some evidence of local accumulation, because look what happened. Even on this low here, maybe this low and this low is confirmation, but I think you would just like, it'd be nice to get some form of like a higher low, and because you're just getting none of them. I would like that. That would make me maybe a little more confident, and you're at a level where you could take an entry and a very tight stop and you have the most upside ever. But yeah, that's your nerdy incorporated. Terrible performance. Less than 600,000 volume. So it's very illiquid and a terrible trend. Like, how you look like this with what we're seeing on the markets? How? You got to be garbage, man. Okay, it's real bad. Because guess what will happen eventually? It's just like, think about like Bitcoin pumps, then Ethereum pumps, then the other mega caps pump after, how they've done it. And then the lesser thans pump. But then there are some lesser thans that have really good setups that look like they're about to happen, but you run out of time. And because Bitcoin's run too far, the altcoins have run too far, people start taking massive amounts of profits, and then liquidation events begin. And those ones that were showing, like, remember Big Time's a great example of that. Big Time was at the very end of that cycle where everything pumped, but it was set up for higher prices. It had started, but then the liquidation event happened. Bitcoin rugged, Ethereum, they all rugged because it was over. And then that those can't take off. So it kind of reminds me of that situation where it's like, everything's just gone insane. And you're just sitting here. Maybe it happens, you know? Package software, dude.
For a laugh, can you see what happened to maps?
Yeah, we can. We can look at maps, man. I think that was requested somewhat recently. We can do it now. Maps. WM technology. Oh yeah, it failed. Definitely failed, man. Well, I mean, it happens, right? This is what stops her for us. What understanding like your no-go zones, bad earnings, right? No, it wasn't even earnings. What was it? It was a voluntary delisting from the NASDAQ. You want to talk about a real rug pull? That's as rug pull as it gets. Can't predict that stuff. Can't know that's going to happen. Nope. These guys are getting off the NASDAQ. So 35 cents. Yep. Sometimes it'd be like that, man. This is why, like, this is a great educational moment looking at this chart where it's like, man, you have to understand, like, just because we identify like a framework or whatever, there's still that 30% chance it fails, 35% chance it fails. And you have to like know, like, okay, stop losses are important. So, I mean, if this thing failed, you probably might've gotten stopped out. I mean, maybe in November, but definitely in February, and then you're out, and then this thing just continues to draw down. And look at it now. Yeah. So it's like, while we identified these, this is why M shapes completing at major inflection zones is so important because it's like it makes it so easy for us to set up stop losses strategically. You fall below those inflection zones, you're strategically getting stopped out, and there's no more reason to own the asset. And sometimes it just happens like this. So, yep, get wrecked, dude. Get wrecked. There you go, Cheech. Is chooched. Oh, big time, dude. Yeah, big time. Scam coin. Remember, scam coins. They are scam coins. And they're good for speculation. But when Bitcoin's done with its run, Ethereum, they're all done. And it's like, so that's like a good thing. Like I think a good teacher about big time and a few others is just kind of like, you remember, oh yeah, man, if everything's been like kind of running really hard, all these different setups been doing great. Oh my God, the biggest scam coin's doing great, man. And then you got like these newer scam coins that came out and they got the M shapes and they haven't taken off yet. It's like, proceed with caution. You're on borrowed time. You're running out of time, man, because they've already played out. They're gonna take profit and liquidate, and this thing's gonna get destroyed. Okay. So we didn't look at gold and silver. They pumped again, man. They actually pumped again. Looks like they might be wanting to see, you know, their top thresholds, which are like 84 on silver, and then gold's gonna be like 5,000, 90, 5,100. So this is just part of the risk on environment. It's just part of the global liquidity is just flooding into like everything except oil. We didn't look at oil. We're gonna look at it after silver. So great to see gold going for its highest daily candle close since March 17th. Silver going for its highest close since look how they back tested the wedge, successfully, and going for its highest close since March 12th. So approaching that $84 level, where that was the only thing that made sense. If it was going to defend this level and it was going to break out of the wedge bullishly, then I guess 84. So they're running it up there. It got as high as 83 today. Incredible. What a comeback, man. But still, they took it 84. They even take it 88. Still making lower highs than the dead cat bounce, and they could roll over from there. ZSL bros destroyed. Now let's look at US oil. So I forgot. Down 11%. Oh my God. But it was down so much more. No way. It was down. Think about oil. This is what the problem with commodities, man. Silver and gold did it at one point. Well, not gold so much, but it did on one day. But silver did it too. Corn at one point did it. Orange juice futures, cocoa futures. They all did it at one point. They rug pull. When the party's over, they'll really. So this thing was down like 16% at the lows. It gapped down yesterday, and then it just continued to, I mean, it capitulated through 86, 87, and almost hit 78. And this is like how legendary at this point is that setup? I mean, like how legendary now was the setup where target 4 was tested twice and it was effing over confirmed. And you can't even make that up. So it's like trading plan. You have to have it. If you don't have it, you're just waiting to get slaughtered. You can be a bull, but don't be a pig, man. Pigs, you know what a pig is? A pig is someone who goes into an asset, long or short, and has no objective. Doesn't know what they're going to do, when they're going to sell, on a whim. I'll think about it. No, if you don't have your objectives, you're a pig. You're going to get slaughtered. Yeah. All right, Bitcoin 77,460. Looking good, man. I mean, you know, actually looking real good. But I know, like, the one thing, it's like, there's always something, man. I know. Always something. That freaking channel, dude. That freaking channel's supply line. Yeah. You just tested it, and that's where there's some supply, I guess. But again, relatively speaking, horizontally speaking, it's a drop in the bucket. It doesn't mean much, man. Nothing really. It doesn't exist horizontally. Understand that. The only thing you could say is like maybe a candle low close in the daily from March 10th, 2025. They didn't even test it. It was like 78.5. I mean, it almost tested it. So horizontally though, 84. You know what it really is, man? Just don't get scared. The trade setup, right? You got to go with it, man. Let it ride. If it fails, it fails. You know the target of the trade setup is right here. The CME futures gap. Just let that be the target. Don't get scared. You got to go with God. Say, you know what, man? I'm going to have some conviction on this and just, if it fails, dude, okay, whatever. I'm stopped out, below 72. But until that happens, just let's go to 84. Build a gap. And if we're lucky, target 2, 91K. For a bearish back test for the first time. Because they didn't do that. They never did it. When they lost that level, dude, it was over. See, there was such, I guess they did, maybe. They didn't. It was so close. Doesn't matter. Okay, there it is, chat. There it is.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
Friday, closing bell on Wall Street. History. 3 of the 4 index funds. One of the most insane consecutive day streaks we've had in history since it ever happened. It was, I think that it's the best streak we've had of the millennia. Actually insane. Highest weekly candle close across the board, I think except for the Dow Jones. Yeah, we did it, man. All right, so just who knows what's going to happen this weekend. I feel like it's a feeling thing. It's a gut feeling you get from experience, but it's like, I got a feeling the lesser thans in crypto might have a good weekend. They might. Only problem is like Solana. I don't know about that one, man. Like, it's sad. This is sad, dude. It's up 0.2%. But if like Bitcoin's going to run to 84.91, this thing's already bottomed, which is so miraculous. They did it. They defended the level once and twice. So the problem is there's just resistance. There's like, you're at resistance. There's another little resistance in 91 and then 95. There's a lot of crap they got to break. But if they ever broke, if Solana market participants and buyers ever broke the 95.43 level, you're targeting for like 120, which is insane. I know. No one will believe it. Flip it over. In a way, it does almost look like a Bart Simpson. Yeah, it does look like a, right, XABC. The C point, and then a bad action magnet move is $97, and they take it all the way down to the 120s. So I mean, I get it. They tested it, they failed, and they're confirming they're failing, and maybe it's time for sellers to relent.
What's good? Been a minute, Mitch.
My minute.
Football as well. Can we check Sol/USD?
I'm from the future. I'm from the future, and I knew you were gonna tip that, so I already went ahead and started analyzing it for you. So easy. Y'all see that, chat? Anyone? Nostradamus Connect?
Look here. Look, listen.
I just felt like streaming.
Bruh.
Short's not a good idea. Remember, if you want to go short on something, you have to have as good of an edge that you would have on for a long. And when you V-shape, there wasn't an edge for the reversal, and there's certainly not an edge now. You have to have structures that develop over the course of sometimes 100 to 200 days for the strongest, highest probability outcome. That's... no, like all-time highs on the index funds, 3 of the 4, there's no edge. There's no structure for a short. You'd just be gambling. There is nothing. Like if it pulls back on Monday or Tuesday or Thursday or whatever next week, you're just guessing. It's just the casino, man. You pull the lever, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's just like you don't know. So when you have structures that, like Fartcoin, when those structures develop like that, you have like a greater than 50% chance of the resolution being what you want. Bullish Gartley concludes his development. Oh, that's like a 70% outcome potential. So anyway, Solana, the worst. I'd probably take XRP over it, but I'm sure if XRP runs and Bitcoin keeps running, this will eventually have its day too. Look at XRP at 2.4. Yeah, dude, it's breaking out. Chat, big deal.
Bruh. Look here.
To a degree, breaking the supply line of the downtrend, but that was the target, right? If this is actually bottoming, you're targeting 150. If you break 150, chat, probably 160, maybe even 190. This is what we thought. Like if the macro conditions improve, a big one. Look at so great about XRP. They broke the 60. They broke into the bullish control zone. 60, man. Highest RSI reading since January 6th. Multi-month highs in the RSI. 1 and 2. Thought maybe they could be doing it, and they did. And so there could be a ton of upside if they can break this last little local level. I don't know. You could still say 154 candle close, but looking left, man, there's just not much here. I would say you'd be targeting 160 above 150, and then maybe 190 after that. Okay. It's crazy, man. We're back, dude. We're freaking back. Where's Baba Booey? I don't know. Anyone can Baba Booey anytime they want. Link is in the description to Baba Booey on Tangia. I don't know. People don't Baba Booey anymore. They'll do Eric Chartman, but they don't Baba Booey. I think Baba Booey is like $1 or something, $2, $1 maybe. Bueller. Okay, 77,618. Nice number there on Bitcoin. As that 4-hour candle just closed, a little indecision candle. Maybe we get another run. I don't know what's going to happen on the weekend, though, man. I don't know. I think like Bitcoin had a good run. And so it might be an altcoin thing. They just do that. Bitcoin just might hang around, maybe a little higher, maybe a new high, but it's going to kind of meander on. And then you're going to have altcoins that are probably going to do their thing. Like again, like Uniswap was such a good one because it was like, I can't believe this M shape's here. It's so crazy, dude. Like imagine they take it to 420 and then 520. And then it makes the lowest high ever. and then it's over. SUI, it was a joke, man, but they're doing it. They're holding the level. They did it, man. And if they do, it's just like Solana. If they can break 105, maybe even 106, 107, bullish rectangle. So you could just measure the size of the rectangle, the breakout, and then you target for like 125 on SUI. Easy bread and butter thing. Bread and butter structure, bread and butter measuring, targeting 125. You just don't know, because they haven't broken out yet. But if the macro conditions are as they are, oh, hey, look at STIM. I just accidentally hit my space bar. Look at the way the price action's correlating here. This is so crazy. Like it might fail, right? Because they always might fail. But dang, man, 126. It's not my opinion. Look at the swing, dude. This is March 2020, dude. That was over 6 years ago. That swing low. Look how they're testing successfully as support so pretty, and it just so happens to be the M shapes type 2. I think the weekly it looks even prettier. Hold on, gosh dang it! It is kind of really pretty. There's my Baba Booey. Baba Booey's in the chat. Baba Booey's in the chat. Thank you, dude. Your weekly Baba Booey. So it's like you can clearly see type 1 reaction, discernible peak to give us type 2. And it's all happening where? You can't, it's so insane. It's like, no way this can play out. It can't be this effing perfect. But it's like, dude, someone requested this. They probably scanned through 1,000 assets before they found STEM. And that's like the importance of me being here for over 8 years now, teaching this stuff. So people invest in themselves and they learn the things that I've learned. And so now all of a sudden, instead of my 2 eyes, we have 800 plus eyes, maybe 801 eyes. Probably one person in the community only has 1 eye. So it'll be like an odd amount of eyes. That's okay. You can only have 1 eye and it'd be just as effective as an analyst trader as someone with 2 eyes. So that's kind of crazy, right? But there it is. It's just sitting there. And it's like, wow, there was a liquidity grab too. The flash crash is 78. And it's just like, wow, it's a 2 million volume just sitting there. And what I do like about it is since this pattern concluded its development, we have elevated levels of volume. High volume equals buyers coming in, or it's really two things. It's like sellers came in and gave it their all, and so it's like so much effort was put in to sellers breaking the support, and they failed. That's what high volume at support means. They try once so much, and then they try it again, and they try to squeeze people out, and they've just failed. And so eventually, theoretically, they would relent, and the buyers would take over and push this thing to 474, which is way more than 100% upside. Like, you'd be targeting on this thing, if it was going to ever play out, like 237% upside on STIM if it doesn't fail. What's up, Razor Rose? Thank you for watching over all these years. I know we're getting older, but that's okay. It's okay.
Do you know the way?
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
Great stuff. Accidental spacebar got me here. Weird. RDW, let's check on it. It's screwed, man. I don't know what it was to make it. Oh, because it was up so much. Dude, this was incredible. Are you kidding me, man? It was incredible. Who cares if it was down 8% today? It was up yesterday. 13%. Or this was so good, right? It was like, it's the same type of stuff, man. Like, they, all this elevated volume, man. So much more interest in the asset than before. And like, they tested once, failed, two times they failed. These two lows confirmed at the support that you're probably good. And they ran it up. I mean, my God, dude. Holy crap. Scary. Of our retro wizard guy. I wish he would. Did anyone find out if he ever did more content? We only saw like that one clip that went viral. Maybe he did more. All right. PSCF, unbelievable, dude. I mean, not unbelievable. It's the most believable thing ever. This is one where it's like, holy crap, dude. They did it. Look at this. The highest weekly candle close since January 2022 just happened. 11 minutes ago, it was confirmed. And look what they did. A sell wall that goes all the way back to 2018. They broke it. We have a huge breakout of like one of the largest ascending triangles you will ever see in your entire life. And someone will be like, it's not an ascending triangle. Fine, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like, you can call it, you don't have to call it an ascending triangle. It's a reaccumulation signature, reaccumulation structure that's been going on for actually 6 years. To the month. So 6410 on deck. They break that. It's gonna, dude, you understand, like, if something's consolidating for 6 to 8 years, like, you gotta understand how high this thing could go. If it, like, 71, 79, let's $80 eventually. This is the small cap financials ETF doing something it hasn't done in literal years. 3 years, 4 years. 2022. It's so crazy to think about. Like, 2022 is 4 years ago. No, it's not. It actually is. You can't believe it either. So we're just kind of all over the place. Who cares? We're having fun, man. I mean, this is what it is. This is like, I'm doing what I love, and I find it fun, and I think hopefully that's why you watch, because we're just going all over the place. Netflix, bad earnings, go woke, broke, gap down. It was a crazy run though from the bottom. And guess what? The gap probably fell. I don't know. Like, it's no structure here, nothing to do. But man, they took this thing all the way down. 75.60, ran all the way to 108.67, and just bad, down 10%. Gross, man. Corn can't do it, man. Sorry. Risk on, dude. All right, here are your futures that will close in 46 minutes. Okay. What's happening? The only time the market was this overbought faster was when Volcker cut rates from 13% in 1982. Well, guess what? Pump it for years to come then. Yeah, I even said that on 2 streams ago. It was like if I typed in Bitcoin on X, just in the search bar, and it was like every single post that was like on there with lots of views was like, we're done. Like, and this is before the markup today. It was like, it's over. Like, we are in 2022. This is the top right here. And it's like, I don't know about that, man. It's like that type of negative sentiment on X. It's like, okay, let's post a trade setup going long then. Because like, it's so easy to, if you get stopped out, whatever, like it's not a big deal. Like you're out, you didn't lose much, you lost barely anything, but the upside potential, if the breakout is confirmed and is real, man, there's a lot of upside, 12 to 22% upside. And it's a good start, I guess, because Bitcoin's up 3.19% since that back test. Crazy day, man. Crazy day. And I bet you Royal Caribbean here looks unbelievable. Okay. RCL had a really good day today. It's up 7.3%. You know, you got to love how from the high to low, they hit the golden mean ratio, and that was the new resistance. They created it. So we don't need the Fibonacci anymore. But look how powerful this is. It's maybe not an M shape, but it is from a low to high. It might be someone could make it a shark. It's an 886. Now it might fail and it might be over. It literally might be over. It's so high. Now remember, this was the time to give a crap. If you remember back in 2022, this was it. They might be trying to continue this higher, or it might be in the phase of distribution and it's over and all that. But it's kind of crazy here how they're defending this 258 actually to all the way up to 276 zone and making it like higher lows. These 2 lows are higher than this low, and all these 3 lows are much higher than this low. It's like they're trying to reaccumulate, and there could be a lot of upside in RCL. It's kind of crazy, man. What a trend. What's up, Grim Rider? Thanks for the $2 super chat. If you want a scam coin, dude, about 18 short. Remember, 100% crowdsourced. No affiliate marketing links, no monetization on YouTube, no sponsors, no nothing. Taking money from no one to provide you this content. So it's like the catch is $20 minimum if you want a formal request of an asset. That's it. Simple. And if you don't think that's fair, then you don't really value my opinion that much. You value my opinion $2 worth, which is fine. But I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the contribution. So yeah, RCL, wild, man, right? All the cruise lines really doing well today. Carvana is kind of insane too, because you got like this, you know, everyone thought it was over for Carvana in late March, but then they defended this old liquidity zone from 2020, not once, but twice. And now they're breaking the old all-time high from 2021. And it's like, that's a breakout happening today. They back tested it kind of a little bit of the zone yesterday, and then today breakout. Highest daily close on Carvana since February 10th. The 10th, man. Take care of myself. Times like this can be stressful. Dude, my stress has not been coming from the financial markets at all year. My stress has been coming from, listen to this. I bought a TV a year and a half ago. Samsung, 75 inch, 8K, awesome TV. And it started, it was broken. There were lines and it would keep shutting off. And okay, I got a new one. I had to hire my contractors to mount it, unmount the other one, do it all for me. And then like they unbox it, the screen shattered. So we rebox it. Amazon comes, they pick up that one, and then they bring the new one, and they even unbox it to make sure that it's good. And then my contractors come back, and then they unmount the old one, they remount the second one, and then there's this limit. It's a lemon. There's like one of the backlights is broken. So two screens, 2 TVs, and then yesterday finally comes back again. I had to help him mount it this time. And then finally, I plugged it in. When they brought the new one, I plugged it in, made sure no limit. Oh my God. And then that was it. Maybe there were things I learned like, well, okay, if I get a new TV, I will test it before my contractors come for sure. But 3 TVs. I had to get 3 TVs. And I had to spend $1,400 on contractors. wasting their time, wasting my time. It was absolutely stupid. So that's where my stress comes from, not markets. So crazy on breakout on Carvana today, if you can even believe it. Just looking at, I'm just scanning a little bit. Live scan. Rolls Royce, unbelievable. Probably about to go to all-time highs again. Marvel, all-time highs today. It is absolutely godlike. Record on Marvel. Semiconductors, bye-bye. Just mania. We're 1998 or 99 right now. For sure. Big tech. Go, baby, go. Trump said 1929, but I'm saying we're like 1980, 1998, 1999. It's unreal. Triple D. This is an old one, but this one's really good because it's like they're just showing more evidence of more than before, more evidence of accumulation, and now you're getting that type 2 return stuff. And I love about this type 2 return potentially getting put in. These two lows are technically higher than the type 1 reaction, so it's like even stronger of an argument. And then there's so much demand on Triple D for now until they get killed on earnings or something. So much demand that the participants cannot even push the price to 152. Such a real level that goes all the way back many, many years. This goes back to 2009, 2003, 1999. I think even more probably. Good God, dude. Back to 1992, back to 1994. That's how real it is. That's how much demand there is on Triple D 3D printing. They're not letting it go to 190 or 152. Wow. Strong, man, strong. Experience nuts. Wow. Core mining, great. Let's see them. Good God, ubiquity is Euripity. 1,084 all-time highs, like every day for like 7 days. Yeah, all-time highs, insane. Telecommunications equipment. Bro, Zebra, chill out, dude. Chill out, man. That's not how you're gonna get it, okay? Spamming doesn't work. It'll make me be like, that's the last thing I'm ever gonna look at if you spam. Understand? Marriott, all-time highs. What a freak. Dude, we're just a hotel company. We're a hotelier. Hotelier at all-time highs. Record up 4.28%. This is insane. It's sad though, right? You think about crypto, it's like a failed asset class like Bitcoin. Oh my God, Bitcoin's up 3% today. Like, who cares? It's down 39% from its highs. It's all-time highs. It's the market of real assets. General Motors looks ready to probably go to all-time highs. So strong, man. What a trend. It's trending so well. Earnings coming up. In 11 days? Yeah, 11 days. But just, wow, good day today, up 4.19%. American Airlines, they recaptured the level. People, I mean, I was like, dang, dude, it might be over. Like, that monthly situation might be cooked. But thank God the macro environment improved and saved us. Because look, it's still okay. It's like, you can't even believe it. You're like, I can't believe this, man. It's even better. They closed back above 1222, which is a very real level from 2010. We're still alive, man. American Airlines is still alive. You should still be targeting for $28 to $40. It's crazy. Can't even believe it. God, Hasbro looking really good too. So strong, man. Oh, so many good looking assets, man. They just started looking real good all of a sudden. They were like cooked. Like Shake Shack actually coming in, like looking pretty strong here. I love this 886. It's not a formal M shape. You could try to make it an M shape. I don't think it is, but that's an 886 from this low to high. That's an 886. Now they're like trying to type to it, and it was highest daily close since August. Shake Shack, my burgers. This was the time, right, to give a crap about it. But it's like it's like an uptrend into a no trend, but the no trend is showing like good evidence of reaccumulation at the bottom of that no trend. Pretty cool. Lowe's is crazy too. Like Lowe's might be getting ready to do something insane, dude. All right. So lows is they're showing the highest low. This is virtually like the highest low in the history of lows. Okay. Actually, I mean, kind of like major low, March. And now it's run back up and testing this November 2021 sell wall. It's a big zone between 255, 263. But I mean, you're getting closer and closer. Like if they could break this, if they break it, man, you're probably going to all-time highs. This is really strong, man. Like they're just reaccumulation over and over and over again. That's all they're doing. Very choppy, but on the bottom side, showing a lot of strength. Lows, what? Yeah. Old XYZ, baby. This is one that was like, we were really harping on because it just, we don't care about XYZ. I don't care about what it, I know it's block. It used to be square or something, or right, but now it's XYZ. And the only thing we cared about was this technical level between $56 and $58. Goes back to 2018, 8 years ago. And they lost it. They recaptured it. They reconfirmed it. They jumped across the creek. They back tested the creek. They bullish engulfed, and it's just been up. You know, I know macro environment so good. The highest daily close really since January, and that's just such a strong. That's what you're looking on any asset to long. That's what you want. And then there was an M shape too. You could have plotted 88 low to high 886 there. So yeah, just good stuff, man. Real good. Well, Under Armour, garbage, you know, but still, which kind of crazy about it. I know people start, oh, now I'm interested in it. It's like, okay, well, Under Armour back from 2006, the old highs, right? Old resistance from 2008, 2007. Look at it now. They recaptured it. They even tested it as support and it started running. So they'll probably take it to 715, 738 again. I don't know if they'll break it, but that's probably where it's headed to. They do break it, maybe you are going to go to 921. Maybe it's all going to turn around for Under Armour. Been terrible. I don't know. Kind of like Nike's competitor, so maybe it will. Because Nike, garbage. Well, Ford Motors doing the same thing it's been doing for a long time now. They range bounding it. They lost the range. They recaptured the range. They ran it back up to the top of the range. It dumped on earnings or whatever, and then hit the bottom of the range again, and now it's starting to run again, and it'll probably run back up to 1439 to 1466, and at that point, who knows? General Motors is the king. General Motors, like, good uptrend, and Ford has been in a no trend, hardcore, so.
Hey, Mitch, do you think we are done with war? Or come Tuesday, the ceasefire ends, and we are back to war?
Good question, man. Whatever happens, apparently Trump can't lose. Okay, whatever Trump does, it succeeds. Because, like, look what he did. Like, in actuality, you can hate Trump all you want, right? He says a lot of stupid things. He messes with the markets a lot. Hold on.
My bad, on the $20. Can we look at Q&T? Love the content.
Bruh.
Yeah, Grim Rider, thank you so much, dude. Absolutely, I appreciate you. We will look at Q&T right after this. But the thing about it, like, what did he do? The Venezuela thing and the Iran thing. Those are the two biggest providers of oil to America's opponents, the West's opponents. It just is, right? So him disrupting those areas has put a wrench or a cog in the wrench of our adversaries' ability to import oil. So now you can see it. There's like evidence, the GPS showing all these different massive ships coming into the Gulf of America needing oil. And now all of a sudden, the U.S. is asserting massive amounts of dominance in the exportation of oil all around the world. And that is an America first thing. I know if you're not from America, you're mad, bro. I know. A lot of people hate America. A lot of people hate the Alabama Crimson Tide. A lot of people hate the New York Yankees. Okay? People hate a winner. But that's all that happened. That's exactly what happened. That was the whole point of this. So hate it all you want. But guess what? All-time highs. 3 of the 4 index funds today. Yeah, we'll look at that Q&T scam coin, dude. Big, I think $100 is a big inflection point on this one. Let's see. What's kind of crazy, I remember plotting an M shape way back, 2020 March, a year ago, and it's bad, dude. It's just like there's no one here. Like there's just no one making a market on this stuff. I mean, yeah, it's at it's at the same price it's trading at in July 2024, same price as May 2022. It's in the basement, man. It's below $84 to $100. Okay. So I don't know. I mean, like, you can, it's nothing like particularly interesting to me. Like, you could long it if you wanted, and you're probably in the lower area, right? Like, but how long is it going to be stuck here? Like, I'd probably rather be in a major market cap crypto, not a lesser than. But you could. It's just crazy, man. A whole year goes by, same price. And the problem is it's just up against the resistance, man. I mean, yeah, like maybe the 84. If you can break 84, it's an easy $100 target. That's it. But when higher highs, higher lows? When? Is there a supply line? Dude, I don't even know, man. I guess there's a, yeah, like they're testing 1 and 2 here. They're testing a supply line today. They're testing the 200 simple moving average today. They haven't broken it. So no supply line breakout. So, I mean, maybe you could take a chance if you wanted, but I think there's better places to put your hard-earned money. If you're a Somali migrant and it's free money, hey, do whatever you want. You know, you're good. But if you like worked for your money, you're not on welfare, I'd probably just rather own like a real company, SWKS, Bed Bath & Beyond. I'd rather own Bed Bath & Beyond over QNT because it's like at least I can see their assets and they have quarterly reports. But yeah. Thank you, dude, for the 20. It's like kind of like down in the basement, man. I guess above 62, it's fine. But I just don't know. It never makes higher highs, man. It just doesn't. And it could just be chopping like this for 6 months and you make $0. It's just not a good asset. So it looks like Bitcoin's finally pulling back at kind of an expected area because of that supply line, and the markets are closed now. So, yeah, this is probably going to go up and down sideways. It might retrace all the way back to 76, whatever. As long as it stays above 73.8, it's making a higher low. So anyway, thank you, dude. I don't know if there was any more requests. I think that was it. I've been live now an hour and 30 minutes. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit the like button above the sub. I haven't said that at all this stream. So thanks for the 450 here on a Friday afternoon with the U.S. market closed. Futures still open for another 27 minutes and change. We have history. 3 of the 4 index funds. It's incredible. Old Target. If you remember this trade setup on Target, let's go, dude. When was that? That was back in December. Let's see if we can pull that up. Look at it real quick. Yeah, it had a huge markup today. It was up 3.17%. Let's go, dude. Yeah, here it is, man. It's incredible. Like, this is just stuff you can learn, man. You just like invest in yourself and you keep doing the right things. I'm telling you, dude. Eventually it will click. Do you see what this is a 3-day trade setup, okay? On Target. So it was a predictable pattern. It was a pattern we know so well. It's the dragon. We probably romanticize the dragon pattern more than anyone in the world. We respect it more than anyone. We talk about it more than anyone. And the fact that this happened, it was so impeccable. The dragon pattern, you got the slightly lower low. You had the bullish divergence on the slightly lower low. There was a key inflection zone from history that they recaptured. Another really amazing bonus of a setup is on a dragon on the second foot. If you're able to identify a local form of confirmation, like a double bottom within a double bottom, 1 and 2 here. They recaptured that low. That was the reason, the trigger for taking the setup. Okay, hold on.
Can we look at DGXX weekly, please?
What's up, JMeg? Thanks for 20. Yeah, we can do that. Absolutely. Thank you, JMeg. Okay, so do you see the reasoning behind it? And this was the old cake baking video I did. Target was the the example I did. So, and then you just target. A conservative target, 108, just in case, man. It was a miserable dragon. It performed bad and rolled over later. 108, then 129.78, then 137. They're all reasonable levels here, okay? And then there you go. We will be at target 2 probably by next week. All right. It's the dragon. The dragon. I'm telling you, man, you can learn this stuff and you can apply this to your own charts and you can give yourself an actual edge on the markets. You can give yourself a greater than 50% chance of a particular outcome. You can. So that's it, man. Okay. Target. Here it is. There it is, man. Highest daily candle close confirmed on target. Highest 3-day candle close, whatever, since February 18th of 2025. So we're like over a year highs. So 52-week highs on Target today. They take the woke out, boom, pump it. Beautiful. Bitcoin, though. I should get that 4-hour channel up here on this screen, too. That supply line was tested beautifully. So you don't expect, man, a pullback, man. Yeah, so this is the stuff you get, though, in the Patreon Citadel. I mean, like, you know, it's been really tough lately because the volatility has been so insane. There's just been V-shapes and coin flips. It's been tough. But in normal market conditions, like, the trade setups come, like, and they present themselves like this. And this was December. This was posted. So you just been in target and you've just been winning. And it fared the storm very well. I mean, like, it barely even pulled back at all during that 10% correction on the index funds. So wild. But yeah, you get trade setups like this, and it doesn't mean like, oh, take action on this trade setup, bro. Let me spoon feed you everything. No, it's about, hey man, look at what the why behind it. Like this, it's educational. It's the whole reason why I do those trade setups. It's not for you to take action and make money. You can, but it is for you to become self-sufficient, to where I'm giving you the fishing pole. You might get a fish. Don't forget the fish. The fishing pole with the fish, though. And like, you don't forget the fish, just the fishing pole. Oh yeah. So you learn how to do it yourself, and you don't need me because I won't be here forever. Unless we come out with some insane technology, and which we might. We're at a very interesting time, right? We could live longer, man. There are all kinds of research and development on that. So maybe you keep me around, but maybe we get my brain in the database or something. Okay, anyway, we're just looking at tons of different assets. Like, that was a lot. Okay, typically I'm not doing that, but it was just kind of like a recap. Someone asked about something. We can look at DGXX. Yeah, the one that like lost support, small cap, lesser than. I even have it on my old watch list. It's like, oh god. And then it's just been pumping, like straight line, V-shaping, dude. Yep, yeah, it's like this. Remember the old? They took it one more time. Triple bullish divergence developed. Bullish inside bar on the 3-day, and look at it. Highest 3-day candle close since January 15th. So it made a higher high actually than one high, but what you probably want is a gap fill and a back test at 253 at this point. You want them to go, probably want them to do this. Like you want a higher low locally. You just do.
Best teacher ever. Just show up and learn. Have a blessed weekend, everyone. Peace, Dow.
Dow Jones, man. Thanks for the 20, dude. Really appreciate it, dude. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the thing, right? It's like, this is like a non-woke college classroom, but with, you know, its own little niche to it, uniqueness. What? Yeah, I don't know if Satvic is either autistic or trolling. Seems like he might be one or the other. I don't know, dude. Feels weird, man. Yeah, y'all may be just getting trolled. Oh. And if you are, that means like that dude's a pretty good troll. Yeah, so anything about this? Anything about 253? Dude, give it enough time. Like all they did, like I know it, like the setup got stopped out, right? But if you're looking at it now. Like, this is incredible above 223 to 253. The upside potential is pretty massive. I mean, there's only, like, what did they do here? They just liquidity grabbed. They still, all these lows are still substantially higher than the previous lows. So it's like you're still in like incredible shape in terms of the higher lows more than before. That showing still possibly, that might have been a backup. That might have been like some, again, it's like a stop loss hunt. Liquidity grab. Because if you're above 253 for given enough time, you're looking at like 433 all the way up to $7 or 670, 680. Okay. He is Indian. Well, he's not a Pundy coin holder. Pfft, he ain't Indian then, man. All right, so that's really good on DGXX. It's like, yeah, awesome to see. I guess 3 drives. The divergence on the 3-day really came in matured on that last low too, right? So that was the last request. I mean, not many requests today, dude. It's Friday, and yeah. And then hype in the chat. J Meg, thanks again for the 20. Dow Jones just said Dow, but he is Dow. He didn't mean Dow Chemical. Tip trolls from 2019. My God. Long time ago, man. That's OG. Ancient history, man. Ancient hiss. My God, we've gone all across the markets and then back again. Gone to Mordor and back to the Shire. And then back to Mordor again. Crazy, dude. I don't know, man. Typically, this is about when I conclude things, you know. Some of these, man. Oh, dude, you want to see something great? You know,
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. So if you could be here around 9, that would be great.
I don't know, sir.
There's your answer. I don't know, sir.
You should leave immediately.
I think I have to listen to my president, man. Yeah, McDonald's, dude. You're not going to be able to work there for much longer because all-time highs again. Like, they're just putting in, they're like threatening to put in the highest low ever. Thank you, Lumberg. They're trying to put in a hidden bullish divergence on the oscillators, like implying, on the 3-day at least, implying a continuation of the upside, at least a 317. They'll probably break it, and they'll probably run back to 340. Sheesh. So wild. Like, this fared the correction so well. McDonald's, man. Perhaps you've heard of it. All kinds of craziness, man. TLT, 20-year treasury, still bad, still awful. I mean, oh, bullish divergence, but give me back above 88 and we'll be good. But yeah, I guess it's just never gonna do anything ever. So enjoy. Coca-Cola. Wow. That thing looks good, man. This like ascending triangle breakout. They haven't even back tested the breakout yet. They tested like one little swing out right there, right? They did test that. So it's like, if you're above 74.40 on Coca-Cola, holy crap, man. This thing looks, it might be going. It might be getting price discovery, baby. In time, back to 82 at least. Jeez. Bachelor degrees though, yeah, but it's more like incel degrees, Brad. I mean, in terms of like, they can't get laid, they can't get a job. Yeah. Incel degrees. That's the new name for them. And I just made that up right now. Put it in the good idea folder. Thank you. Ulta, dude. You want to look at Ulta, Wayne Batson? Ulta? Or what's the other one? Also, hidden bullish divergence actually really strong, man. If they can recapture 552, I mean, implying a continuation to go fill the gap at least at 624. That's Ulta. Dang, man. Yeah, after making an all-time high and then dumping on earnings, they're trying to recover here on a, you know, good market sentiment situation. There you go. What? No one laughed. It was just like
clipping coupons in the stock market.
Sorry, I made the joke and it was just like. Elf like Ulta. What about Orc, dude? How's Orc doing? Well, you're right. You know what it's like, dude. Elf's like Bed Bath & Beyond. There's a bullish divergence on the 3-day and it's beginning its reaction, but it did have a bad day today and it did dark cloud cover already. Ugh. But yeah, this is like what you would want though, right? Like we're not saying, right? It's gonna happen. It's like if you wanted Elf to be godlike, like an ACHR trade setup, you would want all this to happen. So you're just starting to react at the pattern completion zone of a bullish shark pattern, and it's perfect. A 1618 confluent with the 886. That's so sexy, dude. So beautiful structure here, man. But maybe, hopefully, just the beginning. You're Elf, man. Okay, NASDAQ still, futures still open, 14 more minutes. Just like wanting to see another all-time high, maybe before close, but Bitcoin's just kind of, again, you know, stuck because of that supply line. They're not going to let it go higher. But if you look at like the 3-day on Bitcoin, which we haven't yet, I mean, look what I'm talking about. The bullish engulfing candle, the breakout candle a couple streams ago. And this is what we're getting on this 3-day candle. We got another day and 4 hours. So like it's Saturday, it's probably not going to dump. You know, it's probably not going to invalidate this breakout back test. But they broke it, they back tested it, and they're running. And it's like you're going for the highest 3-day close since January 31st. But like look left, man, there's just nothing really here unless you want to say that maybe 78.5 is some sort of potential liquidity zone or liquidity area. Like, you know, it's these swing candle low closes from March 8th, 2025 and April 7th, 2025. So that's right there. So if they can ever break that, it's just like 85K, 84.9 or whatever. So really cool to see a breakout, but we understand there is that freaking pesky channel that they did test, and it's really sexy little channel there, you know. And they did pull it back pretty well. I mean, it's down like 700 points from the peak, maybe 800, 900 points from the peak. Okay, well, chat, you left me no choice. I'm falling asleep reading chat. So I've looked at 1,000 assets today. And I'm just going to leave y'all to it and enjoy my Saturday. I hope you do too. I hope you buy a nice steak tonight to celebrate the Psycho records being set. One of the craziest ones ever. Dow Jones. Well, you contributed 20, so I'll look at that for you, okay? You just got saved by Dow Jones. CISO, CISO, Globe. I mean, in the basement for sure. In the basement at 2.5%, 1.5% after hours. I don't really like it. I hate this. Because think about it. What in the... I don't think they ever make money. No way. Never. Like, this is like a... They've probably reverse split and stuff. It's so bad. This is like a dead asset. This is something you probably would never touch. Like, even if it's at the bottom like this, you want to go with a good company, man. You want good fundamentals. And this is indicative of bad fundamentals. So you could find a better asset. Why put your harder money in the scam like this? All right, it's a penny stock. Penny stocks, man. We're in Jordan Belfort. Oh man, You just stay away from stuff like this. It's just, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get wrecked one day, like really bad. So you play the numbers game trying to trade an asset with 195,000 volume that is an all-time low, dumps and pumps and dumps and makes lowest lows ever all the time for years. It's just, you're going to get hurt. So I got to be like, nah, dude. Nah. That's it. Sorry, man. Satvik, Shrivas, dude. I'm just being real, man. Like, you keep talking crap to Brad. You know, Brad has been with me since before the beginning. He was my inside guy when the old people that I was streaming under were mutinying against me. So, like, if you keep talking crap about Brad, you won't have a voice in this chat anymore. I'm just being real. So, like, you got to stop, man. Like, if you don't stop this kind of trolling, haha, you're cute, haha, I'm from India thing, you're about to get banned, man. I'm just being real. Like, you're not really providing any sort of value to the chat right now. You're kind of argumentative and being kind of low value. So low value people, they're gone. So do what you want, man, but you're on thin ice. Just don't be surprised if you keep doing what you're doing and you're not able to chat anymore. You're like, no one's listening to me because you're banned, and you won't know you're banned. You'll just be gone. Okay. Ethereum 3.3%, man, beautiful. And the good thing is it hasn't hit its supply line yet. Look at it, bullish engulfing. Ethereum going for its highest daily close since January 31st. It's beautiful, man. Beautiful. And it all started with that nice back test, that little Momo shifting structure from early April. You're grateful I am back, discover the truth? Dude, I never went anywhere. What are you talking about, man? If you say you're glad I'm back, that means you've been somewhere. You've been gone somewhere. More upside on Ethereum. Like, and that's the thing, right? The Bitcoin did this thing, and it's like, oh, it's gonna like oscillate sideways while Ethereum goes berserk, while Solana and XRP like catch up. Like, this is definitely how we could be doing it. And what I love about Ethereum is this relative strength index. I know it's not that big a deal, highest level since March, but on the daily, man, you're really strong, like in the bullish control zone with tons of upside potential. You gotta like this on Ethereum, man. You've been gone for 4 years. Oh, okay. Well, you're back then. Welcome back. I didn't go anywhere. I've been here over 8 years, you know, doing the same thing and only gotten better. Okay. What's up, Arun Sharma? Yeah, it was a really good stream with Scott. We had a good talk. Yeah, there's not much else going to be happening, man. I mean, 7 minutes till the close on futures, and it's going to be just a record close for them too. So, but I'm just telling you, intuition, gut feeling. Let's pay attention to some of these altcoins, especially Fartcoin. Let us pay attention to Fartcoin this weekend. I got a feeling in my gut, and it doesn't feel. It feels like I got to do something. If that makes any sense. They're trying, man. It's down 2% today. That's okay. It took a breather because it was literally up 9% yesterday. 2 days ago, 8%. Just on a breakout and a back test. But Saturday, the new candle that will begin at 8 p.m. tonight, you kind of have blue skies. Blue skies on Fartcoin. If this is a real back test of the breakout. And you can't believe it, you won't believe it. Nathan, we already looked at Uni. Yeah, Uni is good. Welcome back, Discover Truth. Welcome back, man. I saw you. Been seeing you past few days. Thank you, dude, for being back. Hope you stick around, man. There you go, Return of the Mac. I'm not going to say it, but yeah, you get it. I'm definitely prepared for a fart stream. We'll do a fart coin stream at 30 cents because the gains at that point are so insane. Like, someone could have made, like, life-changing money. 36%. Yeah, if we go to 30, fart coin stream. We go to 40, we might do another fart coin stream. All right. So you're only 8 cents from a fart coin stream if you want it. So let the composite man know. I'm not going to like want to do it, but it's kind of like obligatory at this point. And it's the Gartley. The Gartley, man. H.M. Gartley would be shining down upon us right now. He would just be like, I can't believe there's an asset called Fartcoin, and I can't believe those M shapes I started discovering in the 1920s are still a thing. What a phenomenon, man. Let's break through this channel, man, and run to 84, 85K, fill the CME futures gap, and then let's run to 91K to formally backtest the 91,000 level as resistance, and then collapse again. Let's do that, man. Okay. So thanks for coming out. Thank you for the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Just wanted to say hi. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I'll be back. Till next time. Respect the T. Hey.